we're going to teach you to plate like a pro. Jen.
Well, first of all, when thinking about your plates, you want to look at your dish. You've got anything that's saucy, you know, the garnish is amalgamated into the dish, like risotto's pasta, you want something deeper, and colour generally is a no.
So, with that in mind, what about this plate here?
Over the age of about 6 for your sandwiches, that's a definite no.
What about this one?
Again, too bright colour-wise, it'll detract from your dish.
Now this one.
I quite like this. I think this is the only kind of colour tone you can get away with, nice earth tones.
So you're going to love these ones then, right?
Yep, these two are kind of my perfect plates.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, tell me what you think, Jen. Has this got a place?
This is my favourite, bit of a family heirloom. No, it's everything that's wrong with plates, ever. Thanks, Mum. So, now we've chosen our perfect plate, it's on to plating the actual food itself. Odd numbers.
Odd numbers. You can see it in any interior design catalogue you look in. Odd numbers look better. Why? Because the asymmetry is more attractive, it creates energy and interest on the plate. It's more memorable.
Like this simple salad and this simple dessert. Layering. When you're thinking about putting something on a plate, where we've got a really simple example of a salad here, you want to think about layering it up, as it will look so much more attractive than just plain ingredients. This one is smoked duck and orange with a little crunchy salad and some pecan nuts, and then we've got exactly the same salad here, just laid out differently. Obvious now, isn't it? Can you see what the layering makes difference?
So, can you show us how to do that, Jen?
I can.
We've got the plate, we've plated up, what's next?
Sauces. They're often the finishing touch. I've got a few tips that I think can help you make them look great, or in my opinion, absolutely dreadful. So first of all, we've got a cute little way of making your desserts look a bit fun, really. Might be 70s, but I think it's quite cute. We've got some drops, so you need a squeezy bottle, something with more viscosity than cream, so we've got a mango puree there, raspberry, anything you want. A few drops of that around the outside of your cream, little cocktail stick, drag it through, and you get some cute little hearts to go around your dessert.
Brilliant. What about the drizzle?
Drizzle we like, that's good. I've got a little vinaigrette here, just as an example, but any sauce really will work. If you've got something like that salad we made earlier, you just want to do a little drizzle of quite a small spoon around the outside. It looks quite attractive, and it stops you drowning everything in too much sauce as well.
Brilliant. Now, what about your personal favourite?
The smear. Yes. I've lost count of the amount of times I've been out recently and seen this. It is my least favourite technique. I'm going to show you. Could I do that with more disdain? Probably not. Yeah, it's used a lot for balsamic reductions. Chocolate on desserts is definitely one. I think completely pointless.
Certainly doesn't set the meal up with the right connotations for me.
No.
What about the quenelle?
Well, I like it. I think it's nice and neat, very attractive, shows some skill. I'm just going to quickly show you one here. We've got some good old mashed potato, right? And we use mashed for one reason, I'll tell you why in a second. So, this is a nice little quenelle, okay? So imagine that on the side of, you know, some a nice casserole, something like that, lovely. I think it looks precise, I like precision. It leads on to one of my pet hits, which is what a lot of people do, so make a nice quenelle like that. Why? My mashed potato does not taste any better.
Moving on to texture.
Just like odd numbers, texture can add interest to a dish. If you've got a one textured dish, say risotto, all the way through, it can get a bit boring. You've kind of forgotten while you're eating it halfway through. So we've got a couple of examples of really easy texture things you can do. Obviously you don't want to add texture for the sake of it, you know, you don't want to put croutons on a stew.
Yeah.
But we've got a really simple pasta pesto here. We're going to add some peas to that. Peas go beautifully with basil and parmesan and all the other things. They're good. And then we just pile it up in the bowl. The peas will sort of like pop in your mouth and add another lovely little texture. Nice and simple.
Brilliant. Doing now, so we're gonna take this soup and
Yep, we've got a simple
texture
bowl
up.
of mushroom soup. Nothing too exciting there. And then just to make it a bit more interesting, we've got some sautéed mushrooms and thyme just on the top there. So while you're eating the very, very creamy mushroom soup, you get a bit of mushroom texture as well.
And my personal favourite, some croutons to finish.
Absolutely like croutons.